Hey everybody, it's Wendy from Anatomies. Time for another Anatomies Anywhere workout, and today it's yoga. So, bare feet, right, on a yoga mat, on a hard, flat surface, if that's possible. That is the ideal conditions for your yoga workout. So go ahead and roll that mat out. I want you to have it long ways pointing toward your screen. I'm just gonna adjust mine a little bit. Giving you a chance to get those shoes and socks off and ready to work. We're gonna start off in a mountain pose. So that means I want you to take your feet and place them right underneath your hips. I'm gonna slide this back just a touch so that you can see what's happening. So feet are right underneath your hips, right? Take those hips and tuck them under. Belly button squeeze tight to the spine. Four corners of the feet planted in the floor. Shoulders are gonna roll up, back, and down. We're gonna start by just taking a big breath in, reach up, look up, and then exhale as your hands slide back down in front of your heart. Let's do that again. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. One more time. I want you to look up as you reach up. That's going to create more length. This time you're going to dive forward, hinging at the hips. Just let your head hang heavy. Your arms are just hanging like a rag doll. Gently nod your head back and forth. No tension in the neck. If your hamstrings feel a little tight, you can soften the knees. Now from here, one vertebrae at a time, we're gonna roll ourselves back up. Your head is the last thing to come up. And then we're gonna take those shoulders and reset them back and down. Good. Now take this arm, come up and over for a big side body stretch. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. You should feel all the stretch here. And release. Let's do it again. Breathe in as you reach up. Breathe out as you release. One more time on the other side. Inhale and exhale. Good, now take those feet wider so you're straddling your mat. Your feet are on the floor now on the outside of the mat. Reset the shoulders, tuck the hips, hold the core tight. Big breath in. Exhale. One more time. You know what to do. Exhale and fold, hinging at the hips. Again, just let the head hang heavy. Your arms might reach, your hands might reach the floor. They might not. Either way is fine. Good. Now this time we're going to keep our hands on the floor. We're just going to walk the hands out a little bit. Push the hips back. You should feel a nice, gentle stretch on the hamstrings. Now walk your hands back to your feet. I want you to turn your toes to the side wall. Gently put your back knee down on the mat. The top of this foot goes flat. And then lift up your upper body, putting your hands right above your knee, and then push forward. I'm going to scoot back a little more so you can try to see. So hold on to the knee, top of that foot's on the floor, pushing forward. You should feel this hip flexor open up. Now take the arms and reach up, and then add a little slight back bend if you can. Good, nice and easy. We're just gonna fold back over, bring your hands back to the floor, tuck your toes, lift your back knee up, and then just nice and easy, tick-tock the feet over to the other side. Put the opposite knee down on the floor, top of this foot goes down. Walk your hands up so that they're on your thigh right above your knee. Push forward, opening up the hip. Good, take that big breath and then reach up. And then maybe add that little slight back bend if it feels good. Fold back over, hands come back to the floor. Tuck your toes, lift the knee, walk back around to the middle. Now take your hands and reach them back behind your legs. So you're kind of pulling yourself through that straddle stretch. Good, bring your hands back out in front of you. Walk your feet in a little bit. And then slowly again, inching your way back to the top, resetting those shoulders back and down. All right, go ahead and take that mat, and I want you to turn it sideways. We're gonna do some work with a really wide stance, and so I want you to have the mat underneath your feet. So now you've got that east-west orientation of the mat. Lots of space between your feet, okay? Really wide stance here. What I want you to do is turn all of the toes in this direction. So this foot is completely facing the side wall. This foot's kind of on an angle, right? Your heel's kind of kicked out a little bit. This back leg is going to stay completely straight. I need to take my stance even wider, and you might need to adjust your feet as well. So we're going to soften through this front hip, sinking down. We're going to take our torso and rotate it forward. We're going to lift the arms out wide. reaching the energy through the fingertips on both hands. The back thigh is spiraling in, the front thigh is spiraling back. And this is warrior two. Now from here, we're gonna take a little lean, reaching forward, and then we're gonna lean back to sun warrior. This hand is reaching back toward that anchored heel, opening up big front and side body stretch. Now from here, we're just gonna glide over, bringing the forearm to the thigh for extended angle. Good, come back up to that warrior two, looking over your front fingers. And then we're just gonna come on up. We're gonna tick-tock the feet over to the other side. And we're gonna sink down, back to warrior two. So this front ankle should be over the knee. Again, back thigh spiraling in, front thigh spiraling back and open. Make sure that you're not kind of cockeyed like this, right? With your torso facing the corner. Your hips are on the corner, but your ribs are facing forward. Look over your front finger. Think about pressing this knee back. You'll feel that really activate the legs even more. Take that reach forward. Stay down low in your legs as you lean back to sun warrior. And then we glide over forearm to thigh. This top arm should be completely straight. I want a straight line from this pinky finger all the way down to that pinky toe. Good, come back up to your warrior two. And then release. Walk your feet back in. Give your legs a little shake if you need it. All right, now we're gonna go back to the wide stance. I want you to bring your heels in, toes are turned out just slightly. We're gonna sink down, we're gonna open the arms out wide into a warrior squat. So knees are over ankles, knees are tracking out over the toes. Think about pressing the knees back, keeping the chest up, sinking down in the hips. Warrior squat. Good, good. Now we're gonna turn our feet again to that side wall. We're gonna turn our whole upper body so that now we're facing toward this front leg. We're gonna sweep the arms up. This is warrior one. Now we're gonna go to humble warrior, where we're gonna fold over. We're gonna sweep the arms up behind us. And we're gonna lift back up. And we're gonna come back around into that warrior squat again. Good, let's try it the other way. So turn your feet to the side. Turn your torso to the side wall. Sweep the arms overhead. Good, now we're just gonna fold over. Sweeping the arms back behind us. Then we're gonna lift the upper body again. And then we're coming back to that warrior squat, seeing if we can get a little lower. Let's go the other way. Turn your feet to the side. Turn your torso to the side. Reach up. Good, humble warrior. So now we fold. The arms sweep back behind us, reach back up, and then come back to one more warrior squat. Good, we gotta finish it on the other side. So turn your feet, turn your chest, reach up, warrior one, sweep down to humble warrior. Good, lifting back up to warrior one, and then coming back around to that warrior squat. Hands are gonna come into the heart. Big breath in, sink a little lower, and hold, hold, hold. You can do it. I know your legs are gonna start to shake. It's okay. I'm right there with you. Hold, 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 and release. Good job, guys. Again, give those legs a little shake. You might notice your heart rate got up a little bit. Mine did. Get a quick sip of water if you need it. And then we're gonna head to the floor. All right, so come on down to the ground. Let's lower this just a little bit. Excuse me. All right, so we're gonna be on the ground. You can feel free to turn your mat however you need to. I'm gonna leave mine sideways since we'll be on the floor. so it'll be easier for you to see what's going on, okay? Now, take your feet and place them a little bit wider than your hips. Put your arms down on the floor, and then I just want you to lift your hips up. Your head and your shoulders are pressed into the floor, squeezing the glutes, opening up the front lines of the body. So pressing the hips as high as you can with a really big squeeze. Good, nice and easy, lower back down. Now extend one leg long. Pull the other knee in as far as you can, and just hold. Good, now we're gonna take this leg and we're gonna extend it into the air. You can hold on to your thigh or your calf or your ankle, whatever you can grab. Now we're gonna use this same side hand. Take this arm out wide on the floor. We're just gonna let this leg fall out to the side. You can let your elbow rest on the floor and support the weight of the leg with your hand. Good, now bend this knee, put this foot on the floor. Take this one and cross your legs into eagle legs. Both arms open wide. Let the knees continue to fall to that side, and then just turn your head so you're looking away from your knees. Good, roll yourself back onto your back. We're gonna pull the opposite knee into the chest. We're gonna extend the opposite leg long. So just hold here with that leg pulled in. Good, now take this leg into the air, again, holding on wherever you need to. Take the opposite arm out to the floor wide. Use this hand to support the leg as you let it fall open. Nice stretch for the inner thigh. Good, now bend that leg that's long and straight on the floor. Put that foot down. Take this leg up and over, crossing the knees. Both arms go wide, palms are down. Let the knees continue to fall to the side with your legs crossed. And then again, you turn your head in the opposite direction of your knees. Wonderful spiral stretch. Good, good. Now roll back onto your back. Hug both knees into the chest. Now cross your ankles, put your hands on your knees, rock yourself up to a seated position. And then from here, we're just gonna sit with our ankles crossed. And all I want you to do is fold over. We're gonna release the lower back so your spine is allowed to be rounded. Just let your head hang heavy. If you're not able to put your forearms on the floor, you might just be here on your hands. That's fine too. All right, nice and easy. Roll yourself back up, walking your hands back up. We're gonna go to a half straddle from here. So we're gonna take one leg out to the side, tuck the other foot in, use your hands to lift yourself up so you're sitting up tall. Reach the arms out wide, and we're gonna shift over to the long leg, grab a hold of your ankle or your foot, whatever you can, and then we come up and over with that side body stretch. Now take this top arm and bring this forearm all the way down to the floor and grab that foot on the long leg and pull the heel to the glutes for a hamstring stretch. Good, come on up and we'll just swing it around to the other side. So you've got half straddle. Again, use your hands to lift yourself and adjust. Sit really tall, reaching the arms out wide. Shift to the long leg, grab a hold, coming up and over. You can use this foot or your toes or whatever you can grab to pull yourself down deeper into the stretch. Good, now top arm comes up and over to the floor. Grab the foot, pull the heel toward the glutes for the quad stretch. Good, come on back up, crisscross those ankles again. And this time, I just want you to take both hands, reach them back behind you, press the pads of your fingers into the floor, lifting through the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades together, opening up the collarbone, look up at the ceiling or the sky if you're outside. Good, release out of that. Now just take your hands, and let them rest wherever feels right on your legs. We're just gonna roll the shoulders a few times, up, back, and down. Good, now take one ear and just lower it toward the shoulder. And switch. Good, come up, just lower your chin down toward your chest gently. Pick your head back up. Now we're just gonna turn the head and look over the shoulder. Nothing too dramatic. I don't want you trying to look at the wall behind you. Just a little gentle neck stretch on each side. Good, now from here, we're gonna make our way into a tabletop. So it's hands and knees. So swing your legs around, and I want you to set up so that your knees are right underneath your hips and your wrists are gonna be right underneath your shoulders. Okay, now from here, let me scoot back a little bit. What I want you to do is drop your head and then lift your chin up. So your belly is dropped, your backside is lifted, and your head is lifted. This is a cow stretch. Now round the spine, pull the belly button up, drop the head into a cat stretch. Now you're gonna tuck your toes, keep your hands planted in the floor, and then press, lifting your hips to downward dog. Your heels are reaching for the mat. They might touch, they might not. Either way is fine. Your eyes are facing back toward your knees. Now walk your hands back to your feet. And then slowly again, one vertebrae at a time, roll yourself up. Bring your hands to your heart. Leave a little space between your feet, and then peel your heels up off the floor. Lower back down. Scoot back a little bit. Circle the arms up with a big breath in. And then exhale as you smoothly sit back into intense pose and release. That is it, guys. Your yoga workout for today is complete. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you feel good. Have a great rest of the day. Make sure you drink lots of water, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.